welcome to the Glynn County Board of Education meeting for Tuesday, October 8th. Thanks for being here. We are called to order, and we will begin with invocation and pledge by Mr. Madella.
Thank you. If y'all would, stand. Bow your heads. Dear Lord, if you would, please, and keep it simple, and keep us safe from Hurricane Irma. And if you can do that, that's good enough. Amen.
He did that.
I pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, Mr. Madella. Dozier's making her way to the podium, and we'll get started with our spotlight features.
All right, good evening, everyone. Good evening. We are thrilled to announce that St. Simon's Elementary School is one of 356 schools across the country to be named a 2024 National Blue Ribbon School by the U.S. Department of Education. This prestigious honor is awarded to schools that demonstrate exceptional academic performance or significant progress in closing achievement gaps among student groups. As part of this designation, St. Simon's Elementary was recognized in the exemplary high achieving school category, placing it among the top performing schools in the state. St. Simon's Elementary was previously recognized as a National Blue Ribbon School in 1990 and joins Glynn Middle School and Burroughs Millett Elementary as a Blue Ribbon School in our district. Please join me in congratulating them on this outstanding achievement.
Katie, you don't want to say something?
You always make me say something. Thank you. We're very honored and thrilled. We're proud of our students and staff for the hard work that they do each and every day. And it's wonderful to be recognized for doing what you love. So
One thing to add, there's only 10 schools in the state of Georgia that were named Blue Ribbon Schools, and only 3 outside of Metro Atlanta, and she's one of them, so great job.
Next up, we are proud to announce that Glynn Academy student Holden Couturier, I hope I said that right, has been named a semifinalist in the 2025 National Merit Scholarship Program. Holden is one of just 16,000 academically gifted students nationwide to earn this distinguished honor. By placing in the top 1% of all PSAT takers in Georgia, Holden is among the less than 1% high school seniors nationwide to achieve this. As a semifinalist, Holden now has the opportunity to advance in the competition for scholarships totaling nearly $26 million to be awarded next spring. We eagerly await his continued success throughout this process. Please join me in congratulating Holden on this outstanding achievement.
I just want to thank all the amazing teachers and staff that helped support me all throughout my academic career. There's been some amazing people that frequently go below recognition, but will be recognized soon. And I just want to thank all my teachers for being amazing.
All right, and last up, we have Mr. Waters here to introduce the last spotlight.
Thank you, Brittany, and it's an honor to be here tonight to talk about a new program we've kind of started in our athletic department, working through the Career Academy. About this time last year, Dr. Spence actually came to me and gave me this kind of vision of his, and it took a little while, but with the work of TJ, who's been working with us for a few years, if you've ever watched our games on Friday night, if you can't come to a game, we have what I consider to be like an ESPN type broadcast. It's pretty unbelievable to go on YouTube and watch our teams play and the quality of the broadcast. And we've been doing that for a couple years, but this year we were able to involve the Career Academy and some of our students and allow them to do some hands-on learning and actually learning the industry of filming football games and broadcasting and things of that nature. So we're really proud of the product we produce. Would love for you guys to go on YouTube and watch it. As of, I think last week, we had over 40,000 views on games for this football season, so a lot of people go on there and watch our games. So it's a tribute to our schools and our school system to have such a quality broadcast. So I just want to call up a couple people. First, Everybody knows Joe from the Career Academy, and he's going to introduce some of the kids and the teachers and things of that nature. So, Joe, turn it over.
Before I introduce the kids, I just want to thank Dr. Spence and Steve Waters and, of course, TJ from IMENT for having this opportunity for our students. First and foremost, I want to introduce our teacher, Mr. Chris Serber, back here in the back. He's been training the students. And then just the students, if you would stand, please, so the board can recognize you. First, we have Grayson Eckert. He's one of our McIntosh County students. We have Josiah McFadden. Where'd he go? There's Josiah right there. We have Raven Seals. And way back there next to her is Heidi Martinez. These are the 4 students who have primarily been filming the games this year at the stadium.
All right, so when are you gonna start announcing the games? Who's gonna be the first announcer? Because that's gotta be coming next.
Josiah's going to do it.
Josiah, you gonna do it?
Prior to this, I think Josiah was actually helping Glynn Academy, was it? Filming their practices to help them out with their plays and designs. So Josiah's been doing this for more than just this season. So, but again, we appreciate the support and the opportunity for our students to learn in a real live environment that, you know, something that's very important. We can't mess up the game broadcast. So affording this opportunity, we definitely appreciate the trust you've placed in them. So thank you. And with that, TJ?
I'm more of nuts and bolts guy, so I'm the one sweating it out, going up and down the stairs with these guys, and they do a great job. It's like when you see your own kid kind of take off on their bicycle for the first time, and you're like, they're doing it. They're actually doing it. Like, they're not gonna bust it, you know. I felt that way with you last week. She was running replay for the first time, and I'm like, this one's yours. You got it. Like, and I'm like, you got it. You know, they have to communicate. They can't be introverted. You've got to say, hey, ready A. Director tells you what? Roll A. You got to roll A. So she rolls it back, and I'm like, you're doing it, you know, and she's slowing it down, she's speeding it up, and a great replay look, you know, it's on the board. Everyone there in the stadium's like, oh, yeah, that was a bad call on that ref. Yeah, we probably should probably do something about that. So they've done a great job. It's been a great experience from our side. They're paired with an actual professional as well. So some of the credentials for some of these camera operators are incredible. Bill, one of the camera operators that are out there that work alongside them. So they're not just solely by themselves, they're having assistants kind of being walked through this. I mean, he used to do arena football, NFL. I work for NFL Films. I cover the Jacksonville Jaguars for them. So they're rubbing up against equipment and personnel that is rare in this area. I was born and raised here, product of the Glynn County school system. I'm a native here, 4th generation in Brunswick. So it was kind of my heart to see our athletes showcased. Played for Brunswick High, and to be able to put these guys online in a capacity where even the players can reshare these clips on Twitter, it generates interest from schools. It gives them recognition, and so it's giving sponsorships a platform to advertise. It gives the community something to get a hold of. We get comments on social media constantly of, I can't be at the game to see my kid because I work at a restaurant and we put it on the TV in the back of house and I get to see my son play. So it's a community effort that goes into this, and it reaches far beyond just what we're doing all out the community, and we've seen that impact. So we really appreciate your guys' support in that. The IT department for the school system's been fantastic. Steve's staff has been fantastic in accommodating everything we've done at the stadium, and so we really do appreciate it. And we appreciate these guys, like, again, to see them get up on the bike and start pedaling has been fantastic, so thank you.
Thank you.
guys.
Great. Thank y'all for being here tonight. Thank you for your enthusiasm and sharing your passion. And to the students, I'm happy that y'all are learning practical knowledge through GICA. Next on our agenda is citizens address the board. We didn't have anybody sign the roster tonight, so we'll move on to the approval of the agenda. Do I hear a motion to approve the agenda as presented?
So move.
A motion by Ms. Gibbons,
I'll second.
Second by Mr. Edgy. All those in favor of approving tonight's agenda? It's unanimous. All right, regarding the consent agenda, we have approval of the September 2024 meeting minutes. That's item number 7. Item 8A, personnel. 8B, field trips. 8C1, the Good report. 8D1, approval of the August 2024 financials. 8D2, approval of surplus items. 8D3, approval of network access control. 8D4, approval of the BHS Fieldhouse addition. All of these items were discussed at our work session last Thursday. Does anyone have any additions or deletions? No? Hearing none, I'll entertain a motion to approve the consent agenda items.
So be it.
Ms. Gibbons with a motion to approve the consent agenda.
Second.
Okay, Dr. Jurgen's going to take the second on that one. All those in favor of approving the items on the consent agenda? It is unanimous. With that, we just have item 8E1, the board policy JR for student records. Ms. Haywood's just going to give us a brief synopsis on that because it's been since our October meeting, or September meetings that we discussed it.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you. At the September work session, we asked the board to consider some revisions to our current policy, board policy JR, student records. It's based on federal law. There are certain items that are protected under FERPA student information, but we are directed to identify information that is directory information that can be given to the public. And so we've identified what those items are. We made just a couple of revisions to the policy to make sure that it was up to date with federal guidelines. And so we asked the board to consider it. It's been on the table for 30 days. And so we're asking the board if you would approve those revisions that we've made so that we are in compliance with federal and state law tonight.
Thank you, Ms. Haywood.
Yes, ma'am.
Does anyone have any questions or want to discuss this item? No?
I'll make a motion, we pass it.
All right, Mr. Madala moves to pass the board policy JR,
Second.
and Ms. Gibbons gives a second. All those in favor of approving board policy JR revisions? It is unanimous. At this time, I'll entertain a motion to enter into executive session for legal. Anybody have anything else? Okay. All right, so just legal.
So moved.
Motion by Mr. Halsey.
Second.
Okay,
Edgy.
second by Mr. Edgy. All those in favor of entering into executive session? It's unanimous at 6:13, 10.
Just hang out.
in session again and turning to open session. It's unanimous with 6. Ms. Gibbons was not able to stay for the executive session. All those in, no.
I move we adjourn.
Motion to adjourn. Mr. Edgy, and a second by Dr. Jorgen, and all those in favor of adjourning. Unanimous with 6 at 6:30.
Nobody has that.